Got the message. Ms Blears wore a brooch on the day she resigned, saying "rocking the boat."
I think that was just because I'd had 4 weeks of intense media pressure.
Restore our faith in Parliament.
And for her mockery of the Prime Minister's internet performance, YouTube if you want to, she'd said then, a third hand-wringing apology.
I certainly regret writing in that piece for The Observer about the YouTube joke against the Prime Minister. It was thoughtless and it was hurtful, and I apologised straight away afterwards to him for it.
A fellow MP from the North West, where Labour suffered big losses last week, was not sympathetic.
It's fine for people like myself to forgive Hazel, but it's not me that she's got to apologise to. It's the people of Salford and all the candidates that were standing on election day and the activists who were knocking on the doors. It's the upset that's caused there. And as a result of that, people will say, well, we've now got the BNP.
Last month, Hazel Blears came under fire for her expenses and produced a cheque for £13,000 that she'd failed to pay in capital gains tax. People in her Salford constituency were critical of her behaviour.
I used to think she was genuine and sincere, but obviously she's not. She's been fiddling.
She's too false. She's a very false woman. You can see that. She's not a true Salfordian.
Hazel Blears said she wanted to return to grassroots activism, but the grassroots are threatening to ruin her with motions of no confidence at a meeting next week. Anger clearly runs deep, although the local leadership is supportive. From teetering on the brink to being back in control, Gordon Brown today chaired a meeting of his new cabinet focusing on public service reform. How quickly, he must be thinking, political fortunes can change. Well, elsewhere, there was good and bad news for Mr Brown. James Purnell, who also resigned from Cabinet last week, said he had no intention of being a thorn in the Prime Minister's side. But Mr Brown's long-standing critic, Charles Clarke, said that the whole leadership issue could re-emerge if Labour's standing doesn't improve. So while Mr Brown does appear to be safe for now, if things don't pick up soon, the pressure, it seems, is still very much there. Sophie.
Rita, thank you very much. The polls in Iran's presidential elections have just closed.